Warning, this video contains spoilers for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Hey everyone, Ravinous here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood, where last time we were dealing with a side quest here in Alagana, and specifically the story of Baut here, who is a former Imperial who told his men to retreat when the Alliance came so that way they could take the place without bloodshed. Now, the issue is that they believe the Alliance wants to arrest him and execute him, and the civilians won't give him up. I don't believe the Alliance would do something like that, especially given what he's done. And Baut wants to give himself up so that way he can, not trouble the civilians, but the civilians would riot. So, let us see how this story ends before we head to the main story and try to take over the Castrum and hopefully rescue Kryl. Alright, and I'm getting a ring for this, so. We'll need a good lie if we're going to change the opinions of me. I've got it. A holy man here in Alagana was slain shortly after my arrival, just before I took command. It was the former Imperial Commander who killed him, but you can tell the people it was me. Oh, what are you giving me? Take my ring as proof. Say it was a keepsake of his, and that I pried it from his cold, dead hands. They'll be so blinded with hate, execution will seem too good a punishment for me. Then again, if the people see through the lie, it wouldn't do well for your reputation to be speaking so poorly of me. Maybe we should start with just one person and gauge their reaction before we set the rumor mill spinning. Try speaking to I had a good pronunciation last episode. Jidalani. And see if it gets her blood boiling. I would say probably not. That'd be my guess. Jidalani. Alright. What is this about Baut? Here is the ring. He killed a man. How awful. The people of Alagiri will be furious to hear of this. Why, they might even consider handing him over to the Allied forces. Which is exactly what he wants, isn't it? I haven't known you long, but I know you're an honorable man. I haven't known you long, but I know an honorable man when I see one. I refuse to believe you would try to smear his reputation and turn us against him. I can imagine why he might try, though. When you return to Baut, you can tell him what I've told him countless times before. No matter what horrible deeds he may have done in the past, no one is beyond forgiveness. Travelers come and go from Alagiri quite often, but should they wish to stay, who they were before coming here doesn't matter. We are no interest in the man Baut used to be, only the man he is now. Even if he was a murderer in the past, he has been nothing but kind to us since arriving here. The man we know has a gentle soul, and that is why we protect him. Well, at least she didn't go after me for it. She saw right through that. And she knows what he's doing, so. How did she take the news? She was absolutely livid, wasn't she? Tell me everything. Here you go, she saw right through it. They only care about the man I am now? And what sort of man am I supposed to be, huh? My family is dead. I can't return to the Garleans. But that is not your concern. It seems it'll take more than a nasty rumor to sway their opinions of me. I'll have to think of something soon, though. It's only a matter of time before the Alliance decides it's done waiting. Could you try speaking to Jidalani once more? Not to spread more falsehoods, but about persuading the townsfolk to let me turn myself in peacefully. Hopefully inspiration will strike by the time you return. Okay. I'll go back to Jidalani. I still have the but whatever. Let me guess. Baut sent you again, didn't he? Yep. He can conjure up whatever lies he likes, but he's not going to change our minds. Though I suppose I can understand his worry. I'm loath to admit it, but entreating the Alliance could resolve all this. It could also make things much worse. If only there was someone among them who knew what a kind and caring man Baut is. Perhaps then we could convince them to show him mercy. Baut has been speaking with Brazen Brook in private about a surrender. Does that mean the Allied forces will soon come for him? Let's go and speak with him while there's still time. Alright, looks like we're getting to an end of this story now. Hey, Brooke. Ah, you brought company. What can I do? What can I do for the two of you? An appeal on Baut's behalf? I'm not sure I follow. Please, Brazenborg, is there nothing you could do to have him pardoned? Or better yet, take me in his stead. Say I'm his accomplice, and I will tell your superiors anything they wish to hear. Whoa, calm down, miss. No one wants to help him more than I do. That said, he's still a soldier of the Garlean Empire, an Imperial Centurion at that. As a member of the Resistance, I have a duty to take him into custody. You can't. The people of Algiri will not stand for his execution. What? Who said anything about an execution? That's what I've been saying. But the Garleans told us you kill all the soldiers you capture. For goodness sake, we're not savages. We're in the middle of assessing the documents and supplies they left behind, and his testimony as to what we've found is sorely needed. Everyone's made it quite clear how his presence has improved living conditions here, so I suspect my superiors will be fairly lenient. That's not to say he won't face punishment, mind you, but he's got to come in for questioning. I see. After so many years under their rule, the Garleans had us convinced you were no better, if not worse, than they were. On behalf of all the people of Alagiri, I offer you our sincerest apologies. Thank you for clearing up this terrible misunderstanding, but will no doubt be relieved to hear this. Let us go and share the good news. But yeah, so what I've been saying is that Alliance and the Resistance wouldn't do that. But they have all been convinced by the Garleans that we would. Got it. I forgot about that whole bit. I'm like, where are they getting this idea? But if they were lied to in the first place, yeah, that makes sense then. Where'd he go? It seems Baut who left us a note. Dear Ravinous, the time has come to bid you my final farewell. Try as I might to focus on the present, the past still haunts me, my family calls. If you can find it within you to grant me one last favor, I bid you deliver my head to the Allied forces. I have enclosed instructions to this end. No, he can't! Ravinous, we have to stop him! Okay, we're not quite done yet. But I do have a nice little ring. Let's see, it'll replace, yep, the lesser of the two. There we go. So hopefully we can save him in time. We can't let him go through with this, Ravinous. Looks like he's headed northwest towards the fringes. I pray we're not too late. Yeah, we need the information. And he's not a bad guy. We'll go save him. Hurry, my faithful steed. Hurry! I believe what? We'll have one more side quest for the current. About two. Alright, so let's continue on. At least we only have the one more to find in the world, so. But that doesn't matter now. We need to save him before he ends up killing himself. Go, go, go! Yep, he's right on the edge of the fringes. Hopefully not a cliff. And too many misunderstandings here. Oh. Oh. Come on, Featherfoot, we got a job to do. He's letting himself get killed by Patera. No, you don't. Riddle of Fire time. Come on, come on. Die already. One more hit and a tornado kick. Done. Alright, we did it. Don't get yourself killed, you jackass. I suppose this is where I'm supposed to thank you for saving my life. Baut, Ravinous, thank goodness you're both unharmed. Why in the hell did you bring her here? Huh. Cowards, a lot of them. They would waste the chance to make an example of me. This was all our fault. If we hadn't shown such aggression to the Allied forces, they would have likely made their intentions clear ages ago. You needn't apologize. If I had known they would kill me, I would have merely sought another way to death's door. But why? You have so much to live for. I have nothing. What is a man without his family? A soldier without his men? I have stained my hands with blood of so many innocents, and for what? You still have Alighieri. It would have been all too easy to stand by and watch as the soldiers taunted and tormented us, but you chose to show us mercy. Well, that was... After all the good you've done here, are we not worth living for? Am I not worth living for? I know I can never replace your family, and I would never try, but I'd like to try and make you happy, if you'll let me. What? Has this obsession with loss truly made you so blind? The people of Alighieri care about you, none more so than me. You brought light and hope back to our lives, and I would return that kindness 100-fold if I can. Go with it. Yes, by all means. Let's get married and settle down here in the village and fill our cottage with the pitter-patter of little feet. But marriage? I didn't mean to... Not that I say I'm opposed to... Oh dear, this is all so sudden. Before you let your imagination run wild, there's still the matter of my surrender to the Allied forces. I'm going to need your help in reassuring the others that I won't be put to death. Yes, of course. I suppose this is it. I know not what they have in store for me, but I will at last atone for my crimes. When they release me, well, it seems I have something worth waiting for. Thank you for everything. Okay. That escalated quickly. Okay, moving on. Let's report this in to Brazenbrook. And unless any other side stories or quests, I think that really only a side story would pop up after something like this. But unless there is anything else that pops up, we will head to the main story and make our way into infiltrating the castrum. Good. But again, I know we're going to have more side quests because we have at least 2 more to give us Aether Currents. And I did see 2 places on the map that I could still repair: Cold Hearth and Radiata. I think we're headed to Radiata, actually. Where am I going? Okay, I'm going the right direction now. I think I didn't turn properly while I had the map open. Whatever. Alright. So to Brazen Brook. There he is, the hero of the hour. I don't know how you did it, but Gentilani returned just now with Baut in tow. He said he's ready to turn himself in. What's more, the public reaction to his surrender has been surprisingly calm. The last thing we need is to be fending off people we came to save. If you hadn't shown up when you did, I'm sure they'd be chasing us out of here with pitchforks and torches by now. To make sure they don't, we'll all be taking a leaf out of Baut's book and building better relations with the townsfolk. It'll take some work, to be sure, but we'll get this place back to the way it used to be. Good. Now we have a healing ring for when I level a healer. We are good on that front. Alright, main story time. And these guys should all say the same thing they did when I last left them, so... We're going to get a healing, an astrologian arm for this. Yeah, we're headed to Radiata. So, to review, we are traveling to Radiata, where we will meet with a contact recruited by Marshal Tarpin's agents. I took the liberty of reviewing intelligence reports while Ravinous and Lys were away, so the settlement is not wholly unfamiliar to me. As the Vice Marshal indicated, the vast majority of the populace is employed as menial labor in either Specula Imperatorius or Castrum Albania. Perhaps as a result of this, the resistance has long struggled to make inroads there. You have the right of it. They got a better deal than most Alamegans. They're feeding off what scraps the Imperials gave them. Damned if I know how Marshal Terrapin's agents got one of them to turn his coat. I understand your disdain, I do, but I also understand their desire to look after their families by any means necessary. Our contact is a Rogadan woman. She'll ask us a question. After we answer with courage, she'll know us as friends. Courage, right. Put together a squadron, Nago. We'll need them soon. With me, my friends, and be ready for anything. Alright. Let's see. Okay, you say the same thing. Alright, Featherfoot's taking a break for now, but we, on the other hand, will make our way north. But yeah, the next side quest could be in Radiata, so that could work out. Alright. We need to go past... What's the name of this place again? I forget. Good Blade. Right. I'm so bad with names. Hop, hop. Past the Mudsuds. Huh. He turned away from me just as I was going around him. Couldn't have planned that better. Alright, first stop. Stay alert for Imperial soldiers on the way to Specula Imperatorius. So I imagine we're going to deal with some Imperials? Maybe? I know you're out there. Keep an eye out, would you? Something doesn't feel right. If there were magic armor nearby, surely we would have heard them by now. See, what did I tell you? Let's continue on to Spectre Imperatorius. Yep, it wasn't purple, so I wasn't expecting a fight. Oh, so I don't have to pry the gate open now. We have a gate guard. Good. Do you wish to enter Spectre Imperatorius? Sure do. Have we cleaned this place up any? No, we have not. But now that is purple. Featherfoot, gonna need you. If this is fast enough, I can keep my coral stance. Alright. Good, good, good. Yeah, I moved my enmity list so that way I can try to use that as a better indication of when they're going to cast something. That way I don't have to rely on focus target to do that. Alright. Took care of him. Let's see, southeast of here, Radiata. Huh. We may find our final Aether Current pretty soon, actually. Sooner than I thought. Hey, true gift griffins for my hunting log. Let's go punch them. Oh. Well, looks like Featherfoot was on it. See, the reason I put the enmity list on the left is because since the cast bar is to the right of their name, it puts them more towards the center, which would be put it more towards the center of my own vision. It looks like I only needed to take out one of those, so. How'd you guys do? Heh, nothing to it. Phew. That would have been an unceremonious ending to our tale. Of course, there were still soldiers lurking about. Fortunately, they were no match for Lee's. Come, Radiata is not much further. Of course, in light of our recent encounter, it would be prudent to proceed with caution and remain vigilant for Imperial forces. Of course. So we're taking it one step at a time? Oh yeah, because I'm going to have a fight right here. Alright. Survey. In coral stance. Whoa. A hexadrome. No. Oh, it's using the exact same attacks it did in Doma Castles. Well, you're done. Alright, back on our way to the south. South of here. Oh, more like it's on Mount Yorn is my Aether Current. So follow the road. All paved over for land vehicles. Is that a giraffe? Am I seriously looking at a giraffe? A Jamel, but it's a giraffe. Huh. Just kind of standing there staring at me. Weird. There's an encampment there. Oh, actually I'm headed there. Oh, headed up here. Alright, well. I thought they said this was a village. This looks more like a work camp. Nary a soldier in sight. Mayhap they were called Castrum Albania. Looks like it's safe to enter. I don't see any Imperials. Huh, I don't see smoke above Castrum Albania anymore. Do you think they fixed the cannon already? Hopefully not. Put that away. Oh, new knuckles. Definitely an upgrade. Ravinous said we were looking for a Roganin woman, right? And that we should answer her question with courage. I suppose we'll have to strike up a conversation with every one of them we find until we find our contact. Let me know if you find her, and I'll do the same. All right. Let's slip behind you. Looking for a Roganin woman. Oh, she has to be around here somewhere. Well, where's one? Oh, are they not going to give me a marker, so I actually have to do it? Any luck? No? Me neither. But I want to talk to Alphino first. I know you're out here somewhere. Oh, wait, they are giving me a marker. Okay. I don't know where Alphino went. Oh, well. Ain't seen you around before. Takes a certain kind of man to walk into a place like this uninvited. One with courage, I suppose. Courage, you say? Well, that's in short supply these days. Better to keep your head down and go along to survive. Call me a coward too, if you like, because I'll not speak on it anymore. At least not here. Outside Radiata, behind those barricades over yonder, on the other hand. Alright. Hey, was that who I think it was? That's probably our contact. Well, that's a relief. Or a trap. Either way, I'll find Alphino and LSA. We'll meet you there. Good. Hop. Alright. Are you a trap or not? Not followed, were you? Good. Well, only by my friends. Bear with me. Bear with me. That all of you, is it? Let's get to it then. Name yourselves. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, friends of Marshal Turapin. Name Stark Woad, and the rest you know, or we wouldn't be here. This is about a Specula Imperatorius in the canon, isn't it? Just so, can you tell us what happened? I've heard soldiers talking while working in the mess. The cerulean pipeline fueling the cannon was destroyed by an unidentified male insurgent, they said. One man single-handedly disabled the cannon? That beggars belief. Nevertheless, that's what they said. It took a while, but they finally put the fires out, and the engineers have been working day and night to repair it. Wish I could tell you more, but the incident has everyone jumping at shadows, and I'm afraid to say much more. To make matters worse, the Almegan help have been sent home indefinitely. So the cannon could already be fully operational? We need to sneak inside Castle Mabania to ensure the cannon is no longer a threat to our troops. Can you help us? Aye, that much I can do. I pieced together a map of the interior over the years, and I know for a fact that there are multiple points of entry. Impressive. If we split into several groups, that may improve our odds of reaching the fire control center. If we be few in number, I have faith that we can see this through. Awesome. Knuckles. All right. And there are our side quests, which we shall do in the next episode, because we are out of time for this one. So, if you enjoyed this, give a like. Any thoughts, comments down below. If you haven't subscribed, click on my beautiful face. If you'd like to support these videos, check out my Patreon. And thank you for watching. Till next time, later.